Philip Joseph Kessel, Jr. is an American professional ice hockey right-winger currently playing for the Pittsburgh Penguins of the National Hockey League. Kessel is a product of USA Hockey National Team Development Program and became the program's all-time leader for goals and points in his final year, in 2004-05. He finished his amateur career playing collegiate hockey in the NCAA for the University of Minnesota in the Western Collegiate Hockey Association Conference. He was then selected 5th overall in the 2006 NHL Entry Draft by the Boston Bruins. After his rookie season, 2006-07, he was awarded the Bill Masterton Memorial Trophy for overcoming testicular cancer whilst continuing his professional career. Kessel plays internationally for the United States. At the 2010 Winter Olympics, Kessel played in 6 games, scoring 1 goal and 1 assist en route to a silver medal. At the 2014 Winter Olympics, he played in 6 games, recording 5 goals and 3 assists en route to a 4th-place finish for Team USA. He was named the tournament's top forward and also named to the tournament All-Star team. Playing career =Amateur career = Kessel played youth hockey with the AAA Madison Capitals in his hometown of Madison, Wisconsin. An offensive standout from a young age, Kessel put up 286 points in 86 games with his AAA Bantam squad in 2001-02. He followed up on that effort the next year with the Capitals U18 team where, during the 2002-03 season, he produced 158 points in 71 games. For the 2003-04 season, Kessel moved to Ann Arbor, Michigan, to join the United States National Team Development Program's Under-17 squad. He set NTDP records for goals and points for a U17 player. During the 2004-05 season, Kessel played full-time on the Under-18 team and had another record-breaking year, scoring 52 goals and 98 points. Kessel graduated from Pioneer High School in 2005. However, because his birthday falls after September 15, he was not eligible for the NHL Entry Draft that year. After finishing his 2 years at NTDP, Kessel enrolled at University of Minnesota on a sports scholarship and played for the Golden Gophers men's ice hockey team for the 2005-06 season. His first collegiate goal came on a penalty shot, marking the first time in school history that a player scored his first career goal on a penalty shot. As a rookie freshman, Kessel finished second on the team in scoring with 51 points in 39 games. He was named the 2005-06 WCHA Rookie of the Year and named to the 2005-06 All-Rookie team. Kessel was drafted 5th overall by the Boston Bruins in the 2006 NHL Entry Draft. He subsequently signed an entry-level contract with the team on August 17, 2006, thereby foregoing his final 3 years of college eligibility. Professional career = Boston Bruins. On August 17, 2006, the Bruins announced that they had signed Kessel to a 3-year, entry-level contract worth the rookie maximum of $850,000. On December 11, 2006, Kessel's family announced that he was hospitalized for a reason unrelated to hockey. Later during the day, Bob Lobel, a sportscaster for WBZ-TV in Boston, confirmed that Kessel was diagnosed with a form of testicular cancer. 5 days later, on December 16, Kessel was announced cancer-free. On January 5, 2007, he was assigned to the Providence Bruins, Boston's American Hockey League affiliate, for conditioning purposes and then recalled on January 7. Kessel returned to the Bruins lineup on January 9, against the Ottawa Senators, after missing only 11 regular season games following cancer surgery. Kessel was named to the 2007 NHL Young Stars game which took place in Dallas on January 23, 2007. He recorded a hat-trick and an assist during this game in a 9-8 Eastern Conference victory. While Kessel was not among top rookies in goals or assists, he became second among rookies with 4 shootout goals. Each goal was a game-deciding one that brought his team a win. At the conclusion of the season, The Boston Herald's author Stephen Harris reported that Kessel was voted by Boston writers as the team's candidate for the Bill Masterton Memorial Trophy after battling testicular cancer. Then, during the 2007 NHL awards ceremony at the Elgin Theatre in Toronto, the league announced that Kessel had been officially selected as the recipient of the 2007 Masterton Trophy. To open the 2008-09 season, Kessel scored the first Bruins goal of the season, playing against the Colorado Avalanche in a game that resulted in the Bruins' 5-4 victory. Kessel closed out the regular season on a high note, scoring his second career hat-trick in the April 12, 2009, 6-2 visitors' victory against the New York Islanders, and amassing the highest number of NHL regular season goals so far in his young career with 36, the most on the Bruins team for the season. During the 2009 Stanley Cup playoffs, Kessel would play an integral role in the team's playoff run, leading the Bruins with 6 goals before losing to the Carolina Hurricanes in the Eastern Conference semifinals in 7 games. After the playoffs, it was reported that Kessel would need off-season shoulder surgery to repair an injury most likely incurred during a 2-0 loss to the Columbus Blue Jackets. The surgery was successfully performed during the off-season, with recuperation from the surgery forcing Kessel to miss the start of the 2009-10 season. Toronto Maple Leafs. On September 18, 2009, the Bruins traded Kessel to the Toronto Maple Leafs in exchange for a 2010 first-round pick, a 2010 second-round pick and a 2011 first-round pick. Immediately afterward, the Leafs signed him to a 5-year, $27 million contract. Kessel, however, was sidelined for the first month of the season with a shoulder injury incurred the year before that required surgery. Finally, on November 3, 2009, Kessel made his much-anticipated debut as a Leaf against the Tampa Bay Lightning. He had a total of 10 shots on goal in the game, a career high, though he did not record any assists or goals. Despite not recording any points and his team falling 2-1 to the Lightning in overtime, Kessel was named the third star of the game. He later scored his first goal as a Maple Leaf just 4 days later in a 5-1 win over the Detroit Red Wings at the Air Canada Centre. December 5, 2009, marked the first time that Kessel played against his former team, the Bruins, at TD Garden. His return to Boston was marked with thunderous taunting chants of his name by his former home crowd, along with a chorus of boos every time he had possession of the puck. Kessel was on the ice for the first 3 of the 7 goals that Boston scored in their 7-2 victory, eventually finishing the game AA3 ± with 2 shots on the night. After the game, Kessel said in a post-game interview on NESN that the fans' reaction did not affect him. He did state, however, that it was the worst game he had played in a while, and that he needed to play better. After the 2010 NHL Winter Classic between the Boston Bruins and Philadelphia Flyers on January 1, 2010, USA Hockey announced that Kessel, along with then Maple Leaf teammate Mike Gimasek, made the Olympic roster to represent Team USA at the 2010 Winter Olympics in 6 games at the Olympics. Kessel tallied a goal and an assist as the U.S. won a silver medal, falling to Canada in the final. On April 2, 2011, Kessel posted his 3rd consecutive 30-goal season, reaching the mark after scoring against the Ottawa Senators. At the time, he was amongst 8 other NHL players, including league stars Sidney Crosby and Alexander Ovechkin, who have scored 30 goals or more in a season 3 times since the 2008-09 regular season. Kessel had another strong to a season in 2011-12. Scoring his first hat-trick as a Maple Leaf in just the team's 2nd game of the season. He would go on to finish the month as the NHL's top scorer and was subsequently named the NHL's first star of the month for October. That season, Kessel was once again named an NHL All-Star and was selected to team chair in the 8th round of the fantasy draft by Toronto assistant captain and linemate Geoffrey Lupul. On February 6, 2012, Kessel reached the 300-point plateau after a 3-point performance against the Edmonton Oilers. The next day, he hit the 30-goal mark for the 4th straight year after beating unregistered trademark Ej Pavelec of the Winnipeg Jets. Later that month, Kessel continued to reach milestones, scoring his 65th point of the season in a 2-1 loss to the San Jose Sharks. An NHL Players poll conducted by Sports Illustrated and released in February 2012 named Kessel the easiest to intimidate in the NHL. He was named by 15% of NHL player respondents, while Vancouver Canucks Daniel and Henrik Sedin were next with 8%. The results were based on the input of 145 NHL players who responded to Sports Illustrated's survey. The poll drew controversy from many, including then Toronto general manager Brian Burke, due to the inflammatory nature of the question and which players were polled. In another player survey, this one by the Hockey News, Kessel was ranked as the 16th best player in the league by his peers. The results in this survey were based on responses from 5 players from each of the 30 NHL teams. Players were not allowed to vote for members of their own team. On March 31, 2012, Kessel scored his 37th goal of the season in a 4-3 win over the Buffalo Sabres, eclipsing his career high of 36 set with Boston. He would go on to finish the season with 37 goals and 82 points, both new career highs, and both placed him 6th in the NHL. Kessel began the 2012-13 season with his longest goal drought to begin a season at 10 games, finally breaking the slump after scoring the game-winning goal against Winnipeg on February 7, 2013. On April 20, 2013, in a 4-1 win against Ottawa in which Kessel recorded 2 assists, he and the Maple Leafs clinched a playoff spot in the 2013 Stanley Cup playoffs. This marked the first time Kessel had made it to the playoffs since his move to the Maple Leafs, and ended a 7-year playoff drought for the club dating back before the 2004-05 NHL lockout. To conclude the season, Kessel scored 10 goals and 7 assists for 17 points over his last 10 games to retake the scoring lead for Toronto, leading the team in goals, assists and points for the second consecutive year. Kessel would go on to finish 7th in NHL scoring, posting his second consecutive point-per-game season. On October 1, 2013, Kessel officially signed an 8-year contract extension that will pay him an average of $8 million annually through to the 2021-22 season. During the 2013-14 campaign, in the week of October 21 and 27, Kessel scored in all 3 of Toronto's games. In the Maple Leafs' first game, he scored his 4th career hat trick, including the game winner, in a 4-2 victory of the Anaheim Ducks. He then scored in Toronto's next game, a 5-2 loss to the Columbus Blue Jackets, and concluded the week by recording a goal and an assist in a 4-1 victory over the Pittsburgh Penguins. For his efforts, Kessel was named second star of the week after leading the NHL with 5 goals scored in that time frame. Kessel continued his successful week with a 2-goal, 2-assist effort against Edmonton in a 4-0 Maple Leafs victory. After the 2014 NHL Winter Classic, in which Toronto defeated Detroit Red Wings 3-2 in a shootout, it was announced that Kessel, along with teammate James Van Riemsdyk, had been named to Team USA's roster for participation in the 2014 Winter Olympics in Sochi. On February 1, 2014, Kessel scored his 5th career hat trick, which was also his 30th goal of the season, marking the 5th time he has had scored at least 30 goals in one season in the NHL. On February 15, he scored another hat trick, this time for Team USA against Slovenia during the 2014 Winter Olympics. He finished with 5 goals and 3 assists for 8 points in 6 games to lead the tournament in scoring, was named to the tournament All-Star team and earned Best Forward honors. Despite the personal success, however, Kessel and the U.S. lost the bronze medal game against Finland, falling 5-0. Kessel experienced a disappointing 2014-15 season. He scored the fewest goals since his sophomore campaign in Boston, and failed to lead Toronto in goals scored for the first time since his arrival for the 2009 Euro 10 season, though he did lead the team in assists and points. Pittsburgh Penguins. After weeks of trade rumors, on July 1, 2015, the Toronto Maple Leafs traded Kessel, Tyler Biggs, Tim Eriksson, and a conditional second-round draft pick to the Pittsburgh Penguins in a blockbuster deal for Kasperi Kapanen, Scott Harrington, Nick Spaling, and conditional first- and third-round draft picks. International play. Junior Kessel represented the United States in international competition for the first time when his under-17 national team development program squad played at the 2004 World U17 Hockey Challenge, finishing fourth. He finished the tournament fourth overall in points and second overall in goals. Later in 2004, Kessel played as an underaged player at the IIHF World U18 Championship, where the U.S. won silver. He finished with 10 points in 6 games, leading the tournament in goals and being named to the tournament All-Star team. During Kessel's 2004 Euro 05 campaign with the NTDP, he played for Team USA at the IIHF U20 World Championship held in Grand Forks, North Dakota, where the team ultimately finished fourth. He had 4 goals and 2 assists in 7 games. In 2005, Kessel once again participated in the World U18 Championship, this time winning a gold medal. He finished with 9 goals and 7 assists for 16 points in 6 games, leading the tournament in all said offensive statistics. Kessel was named the tournament's best forward and was also named to the tournament All-Star team. Kessel then played in the 2006 World Junior Championship, where the U.S. finished fourth for the second straight year. Kessel led the tournament in points and assists. Senior Kessel made his debut in senior international competition in 2006, when he competed at the 2006 IIHF World Championship in Riga. In 7 games, he scored 1 goal and 1 assist as the U.S. placed 7th. Following his rookie year with Boston, Kessel competed at the 2007 IIHF World Championship in Moscow, where the U.S. finished 5th. He improved on his performance at the previous World Championship, scoring 2 goals and 5 assists in 7 games. Kessel competed at the World Championship for the 3rd time in the 2008 edition held in Halifax, Nova Scotia, and Quebec City. Again, however, the U.S. underwhelmed, finishing in 6th place. On a personal level, Kessel finished 9th overall in points with 10 in 7 games. In 2010, Kessel played for Team USA at the Winter Olympics in Vancouver. The U.S. finished 2nd, winning the silver medal. In 6 games, Kessel had a goal and an assist. On January 1, 2014, after the completion of the 2014 Winter Classic, Kessel was announced as a member of the 2014 Olympic team and went on to compete at the Winter Olympics in Sochi, Russia. Although the U.S. finished out of the medals, Kessel enjoyed individual success, scoring 5 goals and 3 assists in 6 games, leading the tournament in points, being named as best forward, and being named to the All-Star team. Personal life: both of Kessel's parents were athletes. Further, Phil Kessel, Sr., a college quarterback at Northern Michigan University, was drafted by the Washington Redskins of the National Football League, spending his first year on the injured reserve and then subsequently being released. Not only were his parents athletically inclined, but the entire Kessel family features successful athletes. Kessel's brother Blake, a defenseman, was drafted by the New York Islanders in the 6th round of the 2007 NHL Entry Draft and currently plays for the Toronto Marlies, the Maple Leafs AHL affiliate. The Kessel brothers' sister Amanda also plays hockey, currently with the Minnesota Golden Gophers of the WCHA, as well as internationally with the United States. Phil Kessel also has an older cousin, David Moss, who plays in the NHL, currently with the Arizona Coyotes. Career statistics, figures in boldface italics are records. Regular season and playoffs international NHL All-Star Games Awards and honors: 2005, Bob Johnson Award at the USA Hockey Annual Congress, 2005 a Euro 06, McNaughton Cup, 2006 a Euro 07, played in the NHL Young Stars Game, 2011 a Euro 12, NHL First Star of the Month for October, NHL All-Star Games Selections, 2011, 2012, 2015. Records: USA Hockey National Team Development Program franchise record for most career goals. USA Hockey National Team Development Program franchise record for most career points. US U18 team all-time leader in points and goals in 12 games during 2004 Euro 05 World Junior Ice Hockey U18 Championships. NHL records equals, first NHL rookie awarded the Bill Masterton Memorial Trophy. Tied with Ed Olczyk for longest point streak by an American-born player in NHL history. Boston Bruins records, most game-deciding shootout goals in a Bruins career. Youngest Bruin to score 30 goals in one season, at 21 years and 179 days. Milestones, played first NHL game on October 6, 2006, against Florida. Recorded first NHL point on October 7, 2006, against Tampa Bay. Scored first NHL goal on October 21, 2006, against Buffalo. Scored first NHL hat-trick on October 12, 2007, against Los Angeles. Recorded 200th NHL assist on October 15, 2013, against Minnesota. Scored 200th NHL goal on December 3, 2013, against San Jose. Played in 600th NHL game on November 8, 2014, against NY Rangers. Record 500th NHL point on December 31, 2014, against Boston. Led Boston in goals in 2008 a Euro 09. Led Toronto in goals and points in 2009 a Euro 10. Led Toronto in games, goals and points in 2010 a Euro 11. Led Toronto in games, goals, assists and points in 2011 a Euro 12. Led Toronto in games, goals, assists and points in 2012 a Euro 13 season. Led Toronto in games and goals in 2013 playoffs. Led Toronto in games, goals, assists and points in 2013 a Euro 14 season. Led Toronto in games, assists and points in the 2014 a Euro 15 season. International play, Kessel played for the United States in Four Nations Cup U17, first place, recorded 8 points in 3 games, 2004 World U17 Hockey Challenge, 2004 IIHF World U18 Championships, 2005 World Junior Ice Hockey Championships, 5 Nations Cup U18, first place, recorded 6 points in 4 games, 2005 IIHF World U18 Championships, 2006 World Junior Ice Hockey Championships, 2006 Men's World Ice Hockey Championships, 2007 Men's World Ice Hockey Championships, 2008 Men's World Ice Hockey Championships. 2010 Winter Olympics, 2014 Winter Olympics. References. External links, profiles, Phil Kessel's career statistics at the Internet Hockey Database, Phil Kessel's player profile at NHL.com, National Hockey League Players Association. Phil Kessel. Retrieved December 18, 2014.